Hey traders, Mike Sir here. Welcome to my weekly trader psychology livestream series where I help you with the mental side of trading. All right, let's get started. All right, just normal disclaimer. Please consult your financial advisor before making financial decisions. All right, today what we are going to talk about is things that you, especially if you are a beginner trader or even if you are an experienced trader, what are some of the things that you need to really focus on for having trading success in 2025? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through seven things that you should focus on before you start trading in 2025. And again, especially for you guys who are relatively beginners or relatively new in terms of trading, especially focus on these seven ideas or seven things that I'm going to share with you today. And again, for those who are experienced, very, very good reminder, some of the things that you should focus on before you start trading in 2025. All right, the first thing, again, very, very simple thing is learn before you trade. And again, especially for those who are relatively new to trading, before you put your hard-earned money at risk or at stake, please learn how the financial markets work, whether you're focusing on the US financial markets, whether you're focusing on the currency markets, cryptocurrency markets, whichever market that you are going to be focused on, learn how the game works. Okay, it's like saying if you are planning to play this game called the financial markets or stock market, learn the rules, learn how it works. Don't try to learn by losing, right? So learn the rules, learn how to read the charts, learn the fundamentals, focus on risk management, really get a good understanding exactly what you are focusing on. And particularly, let's just say if you are focusing on the US stock market, well, what sector, what company, all the details, really understand that before you put your hard-earned money at risk. And again, I understand, especially when you're new, you say, "Wow, I there's so much money to be made in the markets." Rather than learn and rather than really put an effort in terms of developing your trader skills, you just want to get in on the action and start trading and start making money. But I can tell you, if you don't know how this game works and then you put your hard-earned money and then you end up losing it, I can guarantee you that you will be out of this game, what we call the stock market or what we call the financial market game, very, very quickly. And again, I've seen it so many times with people who get into markets without enough of a knowledge foundation, of enough of an experience foundation. They get in, they get burned, and they say, stock market game, financial market game is gambling. I don't want to be part of it. And that's exactly what I don't want you guys to experience. All right, so once you have the rules, once you know how the game works, once you have a foundation of knowledge, you got to obviously practice those skills, right? Before you actually implement or actually put real risk money at stake. All right, the second thing that I want to share with you is when you are playing this financial markets game, only risk your own capital that you are willing to lose. So this is what we call trading with risk capital. Risk capital is essentially what I said earlier. Capital that it's not going to affect you on your day-to-day lifestyle, month-to-month lifestyle. Hey, if you lose it, it sucks, but you're comfortable with that. Focus on that first. And again, even if you have experience, even if you really put in the effort, develop that foundation of knowledge, have experience, you've been playing on demo account, start small first, right? Start, perhaps again, risk capital, maybe you're only willing to risk, let's just say $5,000 or $1,000, for example. If you lose it all, then again, it's a good learning lesson, and then that will help you say, listen, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me really focus on developing my skills, really, learning, further learning in terms of knowledge-wise, and really practice on a demo account before I put additional risk capital. But if you don't do, like if you do that, or if you do something where you put $100,000 at risk, and then you don't know what you're doing, and or things not going well, and then you lose it all. I mean, it could be devastating for you, right? That could be your retirement savings. That it could be, capital that you put towards your home, or whatever asset that you want to purchase. So always start trading with risk capital first, capital that you are comfortable risking. And again, you can say, well, it's a very small amount of money that I'm wanting to risk. Well, that's fine, right? But once you trade with risk capital and you are making profits or you having consistency, you can always increase your risk capital, right? Or has your risk capital base grows, right? Because of the profits that you are, trading with, as it grows, then you have more capital to trade with. Or, for example, it could be utilizing specific instruments that give you much greater buying power, whether you're trading derivatives or you're trading instruments that give you leverage. So again, trade with risk capital. I've seen so many people, again, especially in terms when I first started trading with some other friends and other people that I know, and then I see them blow up, and then I've seen instances of people losing their houses, losing capital that they are borrowing. So all that type of stuff, I definitely do not want you guys to experience. All right, third thing is you got to know what you're doing, okay? Or you got to at least have a plan. So when I work with my students, what we do is we develop a trading business plan. And you've probably heard me say this in some previous videos and previous streams, is trading is a business, right? If trading is a business, shouldn't you have a business plan? And for those who have had businesses before, do you open up a business just like on a whim? Are you making decisions just impulse decisions, right? You plan everything, right? It takes a process, right? And what you do is you put it onto a piece of paper. You have a plan. Okay, well, which market am I going to target? How much capital? What do I need to purchase? All that type of stuff. Same thing for trading. And again, trading should be a business where you are assessing your business based on your P&L, right? If your P&L is growing, hey, put more capital, right? Hire more people in traditional businesses, in terms of a similar type of comparison. And know what your strategy is, what you're focusing on, what you're trading, what's your expertise, what's the market conditions, all that type of stuff, right? You do all your due diligence, put it in a document so that you can review. And essentially, all you really need to do as a trader, once you have the plan, once you know your strategy, once you know what you're focusing on, just follow it, right? It's really as simple as that. If market conditions change, then obviously you'll have other strategies to be able to take advantage of different market conditions. So again, I've seen so many people, again, very, very excited into trading. Let's just say you learned the knowledge, you're ready to apply to it, but well, are you just basically every day just trying to capture a piece of the action? Well, what are you focusing? What are you good at? What type of market conditions? Like, you're basically trading in a way on a day-to-day basis, just basically hoping you will make money every single day. Well, I can tell you, in the long run, if you trade like that, your business will fail, because you got to know what your expertise is. You got to know what you're looking for, or you just basically haphazardly. I mean, again, in the beginning for myself, again, I can tell you I've made a lot of mistakes, and hence why I'm sharing my experiences with you. Is I didn't have a plan. I didn't really have much knowledge, right? I just dove in. I was in the right place at the right time, but I couldn't hold on to those profits because I didn't know. I didn't have a game plan. When the markets were falling, I had no game plan to take advantage of that, right? I could only take advantage of opportunities when they were going up. I didn't know what strategy I was focusing on. I didn't know what type of stock, what type of instrument, all that type of stuff. It's all very, very cluttered and complicated in my head. I didn't know what I was doing. I just basically every day just trying to in and out, in and out, in and out, right? That's not a strategy, and that's not a good long-term plan for your trading business. All right, next one that I want to talk about is Before you get in and before you start trading, assess what type of market condition are we in. Are we in a bull market or are we in a bear market? Again, very, very simple. Bull market is where the markets are going up. Bear market where the markets are going down. Now, if you are recognizing that, hey, we are in a bull market, focus on buying, right? Focus on opportunities where they keep going higher or when they pull back, buy on the dip and ready for the next move up. When the markets are generally lower, right, heading lower, it's not saying that you cannot take advantage of movements upward in a bear market. It's just that you've got to be patient and waiting for those type of opportunities. So recognizing whether we're in a bull market or in a bear market will allow you to assess, well, what type of strategy should I be focused on? If we're in a bear market, maybe just choose to focus on shorting, right? Betting on the downside. Or if we're in bear market as well, wait for opportunities where they reverse very, very sharply and look for a quick reversal type of thing, and then you get out, right? Because in a bear market, generally things are trending downwards. And now, if you were to ask me, well, what type of market conditions are we currently at? All I can say is in 2024, we are in a bull market. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in 2025. I can't make any prediction. I don't know. But if we were to look at past history, we are still in a bull market. So our mentality going to 25 is look to buy on the dips. Look for it to resume going higher. All right. Next thing that I want you guys to focus on, especially, okay, if you are ambitious, you are ready, you are excited about 2025, you have high expectations, high goals, make sure that you clear your mind, clutter your mind. I know during the holiday season, lots of things going on in your life, perhaps lots of family gathering, lots of parties, lots of celebration. Well, again, make sure going into 2025, clear your mind, okay? If there's lots of distractions, don't trade just yet. Let things settle down, okay? There are people who are telling me that, okay, well, I'm gonna be really busy in January, but I really want to start trading. I really want to take advantage of this bull market. I say, listen, if you are really tied up with things, your mind's just not there, don't trade, okay? Make sure, clear your mind, or perhaps there's some challenges in your life that you're going through. Clear your mind first before you really focus on trading. And again, I cannot emphasize that enough. Again, if you watch all my previous streams, the mindset is the most important part of trading. So if your mind's not clear, it's cluttered, you won't have success, or you will have a challenge in terms of having success in 2025. All right, a few more things that I want to go through is in 2025, okay, if you are a beginner trader, for example, try out some strategies, right? Test them out on a demo account and see if it's working. See if you're having success. If you're then having success, then implement those strategies in the real markets or utilizing your real money. For those who are experienced, again, and if you haven't done before, test your strategies. Test to see whether these strategies are working. Test to see whether they will continue to work in 2025. And again, once you start noticing that certain strategies that have been very, very effective for you in 2024 and they're not working, pivot, okay? Don't stick with the same strategies as you had success in 2024, because the market, I guarantee, will change. Will we, and again, I don't like to make predictions, will we see the same market conditions in 2025 as in 2024? Highly unlikely. We are not going to keep going straight up just like that. I don't like to make predictions, but it would not be unreasonable to see that the market in 2025 sometime in 2025 have a big dip on the downside, or we may see just consolidation. Okay, until the market tells me, I don't know. But one thing that is of high probability is 2025 will not be like 2024. So therefore, make sure that you arm yourself with specific strategies that can take advantage of either sideways market or on a downward market. Okay, because those type of scenarios could likely happen. So your mentality heading into 2025, make sure that you don't stick to just the strategies that have been working in 2024. I mean, keep implementing them until they don't work. But once you get any indication that they're not working, pivot and go to your new strategy. All right. Last questions before, or last thing that I want to focus on before I take any questions. Again, if you guys have any questions for me, please type them in the question box below. Is when you are looking into 2025, especially for those who are new to trading, look at trading as your long-term career. Okay, look at trading as not a get-rich-quick. Look to build your skills. Look to build a foundation of knowledge. Look to build expertise. Look to slowly build your capabilities, build your profits, build your career in trading. Okay, rather than saying, I'm going to make lots of money in 2025, great, but look at 2025, especially for any one of you is new to trading or relatively new, look at this as a long-term career. Okay, 2025, I'm going to try my best, learn stuff, but I'm not going to have any huge expectations that 2025 will be an incredible year, especially if you are new, right? It takes time. I mean, I've been trading in the markets since 1999, almost over 25 years, okay? And the mentality that I had in the beginning is, make as much money as much as possible in the beginning, right? But that was the wrong thing. Then what changed is that, hey, I invested in myself. I really learned from other people, learned to test strategies, learned to practice, learned to trade smaller capital, grow my P&L, right? Consistently, either month over month, year over year. And hence why I'm still talking to you guys, or still talking to you guys after 25 years, because I am still in the financial market game because I really built that foundation. So don't, and again, for some of you guys who are maybe young, yeah, there's lots of opportunities. And I can tell you, there's lots of opportunities in today's market versus the opportunities that I had, even 10, 15, 20 years ago. Okay, things move a lot quicker. So don't worry if you miss certain opportunities. Don't worry if there's opportunities that pass you by. If you don't have the right knowledge, if you don't have the right experience, you might not be able to capture it. Number one. Number two is you might get caught, and then the market reverses, kicks you out, and then you look at trading. You don't look at trading anymore. And again, I keep repeating this. I've seen so many traders come into the financial markets with a lot of optimism, with lots of projections that they'll make a lot of money, with lots of excitement, with lots of enthusiasm, only to get spit on, only to get kicked down, only to see their risk capital or their life savings depleted, right? Due to not having that strong foundation. And it's more of being impulsive. It's more of just going with your head down, going all in type of thing. And because again, you see all these stories, and again, I'm a contributor to that. I profile lots of successful traders who've made millions or even billions, but it took them a while to get there, right? It's not like, I can instantly become a millionaire, in a few months or within a year. Yeah, if you have the right skills, you have the right knowledge, and you have the right opportunity, and you obviously have to have the right mindset as well. So think of trading, it's a long-term career. Really invest in yourself, and I can guarantee you, okay, this is one thing that I will guarantee you. If you stick with it, okay, you may or may not have success in the beginning, but if you grind through it, if you really consistently every day learn more, right, learn from myself, learn from others, get a mentor, all that type of stuff, I can guarantee you that no matter how long it takes, it's not a race, right? It's about reaching that destination, and if you really put in the effort, put in the hard work, you will get there. All right, I will take any questions that you guys have, but before I do, just want to let you guys know, okay, I posted and I scheduled all the trader psychology topics. If you go to my YouTube channel and you look under live, you'll see that I have posted trader psychology topics for the next 3 months. So take a look at that and let me know, what topics interest you, because I will be going through various topics in 2025. So next week, the first week of January in 2025, I'm going to talk about 7 ways that you can beat the stock market. Okay, it's going to be talking through the psychological end, the mental side. So again, you want to know how can you beat the stock market in 2025? Make sure you guys attend my live stream next Sunday. All right, guys. So I'm going to take some questions from you guys here. Hey, Brian, always great to see you, Brian. Ken, what's it? Kenort, I plan to go full time this year. Great. What are the thoughts on that? I've been training for 2 years and 6 months. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, congrats. I mean, if you are ready to take that next step, it sounds like from what you're sharing me, from having some experience for 2.5 years, that you're ready to take the next step. So again, I'll give you some thoughts to think of. So when you are planning to go full time, meaning you're dedicating basically your majority of your working time towards trading. So therefore, you might not have time for a job, right? So make sure that you have saved enough money, put aside enough money for, I'd say, at least 3 to 6 months that you don't have any income coming in. And so then that makes sure that you're not going to be trading desperately, right? Because you said, okay, I need to make money every day because I got bills to pay, right? So make sure you set aside 3 to 6 months of capital so that you can really focus on trading. Don't be impulsive. Be patient, right? Don't force yourself to have to make money just because you need to pay your bills. Second thing of all is especially when you're planning to go full time, don't go full force right in the beginning. Slowly build your P&L. Okay, so the approach that I would suggest is, again, maybe perhaps you are you have been risking, let's just say, a certain percentage, half that, right? Be conservative in the beginning. Build your capital, build your confidence, because I can guarantee you, if you put a lot of risk right in the beginning and your trades are not successful, you won't be able to last. Okay, so that's why take the time, right? Be patient, waiting for certain right opportunities, and don't risk. But once you build your role or your P&L, or sorry, your profits, then you can be more aggressive, especially if certain opportunities come your way. Now, the last thing that I would say to you, again, if you are getting to full time, make sure, like what I said, make sure you got a plan. Make sure what strategy, what are you focusing on? Have you tested out your strategies to see if it's working? Like your biggest, like when people ask me when when I work with my students, they ask me, Mike, when am I ready to go full time? When am I ready to go dedicate majority of my time towards trading? I said, well, look at your P&L. If your trading results are consistent, they're profitable, you're ready to take the next step. All right. Okay, gentlemen, funny fountain pen. How many trades should I take per day? Again, that's a very subjective question because are you day trading? Are you swing trading? Are you scalping? Like, what's your strategy? So really focus on, well, what area of style are you going to be focusing on? And have you proven to yourself that it is successful, right? I mean, the question you should be asking yourself is look at your previous trades. What's working? What's not working? If you're trading, if you see that you make, you know, 30 trades per day and you're only profitable on 10 of them, well, a very simple answer is maybe make less trades because it seems like your win-loss ratio is very low. Versus a scenario where you're only making 2 trades per day or 2 trades per week or per month, and you're seeing that you're pretty consistent on that, maybe increase the number of trades, right? So again, it's very, very subjective. I can't really give you an answer based on that. All right, guys, so thank you so much for attending today's live stream. So again, make sure you guys look at my YouTube channel page or homepage, click under live and look to see all the trader psychology topics that I will be covering in 2025. I have listed 3 months worth of topics for you guys in 2025. So make sure you guys attend my weekly Sunday Trader Psychology live stream series. All right, guys. So thank you so much. Happy New Year to all of you, and I will see you guys in 20.